What you're about to see is more than just a music video. It's a story, my story, and the story of millions still carrying student loan debt. When I wrote the song, The Student Loan Trap, I wanted to do more than make a song. I wanted to make a statement because after decades in education, I've seen too many people, teachers, veterans, parents, buried under the promise of opportunity that turned into a lifetime of payments. I have recorded 125 songs, but this one, number 126, was created entirely with technology and my voice. No instruments, just passion, purpose, and truth. So this behind the scenes video is going to show how we brought that message to life. The symbolism, the emotion, and the mission to break free from the debt cycle. So stick around, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and remember, this movement isn't just about money. It's about freedom. Different. We're going behind the scenes of my new music video, The Student Loan Trap. This project is incredibly personal to me, and I wanted to walk you through the symbolism and the story we tried to tell. Frame by frame. The goal wasn't just to make a music video. It was to create a visual conversation about a struggle that millions of us know all too well. So let's break it down. Frame by frame. The video opens in a dim apartment with just the glow of a laptop screen of a student, scrolling through overdue notices, and then suddenly bills start falling like snow. The image is about what that feeling of being overwhelmed is. The slow drawing horror when you realize the weight of what you signed up for. As I reach for a graduation cap, a steel chain wraps around my wrist. That's the moment the trap springs shut. The diploma, which is supposed to be a symbol of freedom and opportunity, becomes the very first link in the chain of debt. Then we move into the daily grind. The montage of us working as baristas, a rideshare driver, a tutor, that's the reality for so many graduates. You're juggling multiple jobs, not building a career, but just trying to keep your head above water. We introduce this beast-like shadow that represents interest, and this is a predatory thing that's always lurking, scratching away at your bank account even when you're working your hardest. The shot of coins melting into the ink represents how quickly your earnings are consumed by debt, turning your hard work into nothing more than a number on a statement. The pre-chorus is a moment of reflection. Looking through a cracked dorm window, you see paper birds shaped like diplomas trying to fly but burning up. This is about the broken promise. You're told the degree will let you soar, but for many the debt keeps you grounded. The whispering line, "They never teach you how to fly," is a direct call out of an education system that prepares you for a degree, but not for the financial realities that come with it. It's a quiet, heartbreaking moment before the chorus explodes, and that chorus is what we call the debt parade. We wanted to show the scale of the problem. It's not just one person. It's a whole generation. You see students running on treadmills made of nothing, going nowhere fast, locks falling without a key in sight, symbolizing a problem with no obvious solution. The core image is that crowd marching with diplomas snaked like chains. It's the powerful visual of an entire generation held back by the very thing that was supposed to move them forward. In the next verse, we explode how it all starts. I open a jewelry box with a golden chain, not a necklace. This represents the golden handcuffs of a high-paying job that you have to take just to pay off your loans, trapping you in a career you might not even want. We cut to those smiling college recruiters, handing out those glossy brochures that the morph that morph into the credit statements. It's all about the deceptive marketing, education, selling the dream while hiding the fine print of the nightmare. The gilded cage with me behind glass walls etched, trapped in a life that looks successful from the outside, but is a prison on the inside. Then we tackle the bureaucracy of all, falsiforms filling themselves out, the numbers spiraling into an infinite mountain. The shot of physically climbing up a hill or crumple under the harsh fluorescent light is a direct metaphor for the exhausting uphill battle against the paperwork and the ever-ending. It's a lonely, draining climb. The bridge is where the fight back comes. We see the mechanics of the system, the gears of the financial institutions. The ticking clock represents the years lost to death. You see puppet strings, and then you finally see looking up and snapping one. It's a moment of realization that you have a voice. You have agency. The screaming directly into camera is a release of all that frustration, a declaration of defiance. It's the breaking point. This leads us to the final chorus, which is an explosion of light and freedom. The chains don't just fall. They shatter in reverse. And if we are undoing the damage, standing on the rooftop at dawn signifies a new beginning. The bills that once I felt like snow now dissolve into birds and take flight, a symbol of hope and liberation. The final pullback, where the city skyline forms a broken padlock, is our message to everyone watching. Freedom from this trap is possible. The video ends quietly, dropping a single key into the jar labeled future. The key represents knowledge, financial literacy, and the small deliberate actions we can take to regain control. It's not a magic fix, but it's a start. It's about taking that first step towards a future you own. Creating the student loan trap was an emotional journey, and I hope it resonates with you. This isn't just a song. It's a shared story. If you ever felt this way, know you are not alone. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. If this video meant something to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep this conversation going, and I'll see you next time.